Little People, Big World Spoilers, Matt Roloff. Talks Caryn Chandler, Relationship with Fans. Dear loves, welcome to TLC Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Little People, Big World Spoilers reveal that after Matt Roloff's fans started to ask about his relationship with Caryn Chandler, he felt that it was time to speak out about what was happening. He took to social media to share some information with fans and come clean about him and Caryn. Let's take a closer look. Matt and Caryn first met when she was the manager of the Roloff family farm. Of course, fans thought that he had cheated on his ex-wife Amy Roloff with Caryn, but they always claimed that they weren't close until after his divorce. They dated for years before Matt finally proposed, and fans thought that they would get married in 2024. But there has not been an update on social media about that. Fans of Little People, Big World have followed their story for years, and they were very excited to see them get married. However, it doesn't look as if they have had their wedding yet. Or have they? Matt's followers assumed that if he and Caryn got married, he would update his fans on social media. However, they haven't seen anything showing a wedding. This is why they think that they have called it quits or things are on the rocks. Is there trouble in their relationship? Matt decided that he needed to address this so that fans would stop with the rumors. On Valentine's Day, Matt posted that he was on the farm and Caryn was in Arizona. This seemed weird to fans since they generally spend that day together. The rumors began, and Matt jumped to put these to rest. Matt shared a photo of himself with Caryn recently. They looked as if they were out to dinner, and fans were happy to see them together. This photo seemed to put the rumors to rest, and it looks as if they have just been too busy to have their wedding. Will fans get updates on their wedding date changing? We will have to keep an eye on Matt and Caryn to see if they share any other updates on their wedding. Caryn Chandler shared some photos that seem to indicate that all is well in her relationship with Matt Roloff. Questions have surrounded Caryn and Matt's relationship for some time. In recent months, Little People, Big World fans have sparked rumors that Matt and Caryn's relationship was in trouble. Matt's inactivity on Instagram got LPBW fans wondering whether he and Caryn had split, with some of his Instagram followers insisting that he and Caryn broke off their engagement. Caryn hasn't been very active on Instagram lately either, until this week. Taking to her Instagram stories, the 58-year-old Little People, Big World star shared some photos of her life lately. She began with a pic of herself and Matt, all smiles at a restaurant, which she captioned, "Photo dump, it's been a minute." In a second photo, Caryn was busy planting something in the ground, seemingly at Roloff Farms, based on the background. Caryn shared photos of herself and Matt, as well as some pics of their farmhouse and herself gardening on Roloff Farms. Pic credit, her third and final image was a photo inside Matt's dream home, which was built on Roloff Farms. It's unclear whether Caryn has moved into the home with Matt, but it proves the duo has been spending time together, and by the looks of it, everything is hunky-dory in their relationship. The couple got engaged in 2023 but haven't announced a wedding date or plans yet. However, Caryn's son, Connor Chandler, spoke with The Sun in September 2023 and claimed that his mom and stepdad-to-be want a small destination wedding. At the time, Connor told the outlet, "Nothing has been ordered, but they're going to do a small wedding. They just don't know how small yet." Connor added that Caryn and Matt want to keep the guest list as small as possible, which means not all of their family members may be invited. They just don't know if they want to invite all the kids and whatnot to the wedding, Connor claimed. Little People, Big World viewers watched as tensions rose between Matt and Caryn and some of his family members, particularly Zach and Tori Roloff. However, according to Connor, not inviting some of the Roloff children has nothing to do with family feuds. And it's no hard feelings, no disrespect. It's just about the size of the wedding and how they want it all to play out, Connor said. Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler from Little People, Big World, LPBW move around a lot, and this week they were not happy. Caryn, who seldom posts these days, shared on social media about not being in Arizona. Read on to find out what's going on. Caryn Chandler, who met with accusations of being a gold digger when she recently broke her Instagram silence, took to her stories on Sunday, March 17th. The reel that she shared revealed Matt Roloff driving his mule as she rode as a passenger. The Little People, Big World alums were bundled up in warm clothes, as she and Matt hate the cold weather. In her reel, she asked, "Can you tell we're not in Arizona anymore?" And Matt Roloff sounded very grumpy as he replied about being back in Oregon. The TLC alums have a lovely home in Oregon, but they prefer staying in Arizona as it's much warmer. Notably, Matt's mom, Peggy Roloff, who lost her husband, Ronald, lives there as well. Actually, one of the reasons the LPBW couple delayed their wedding was because of his parents' ill health. Whenever the opportunity to go to Arizona arises, Matt and Caryn go there. In particular, it's not just a preference for warmer weather, but Matt physically aches and finds Oregon weather debilitating. What is the weather currently like in Oregon? Take a look at the video below. Rumors started this year that Matt and Caryn split. Some of those rumors started because sometimes he's in Oregon and she's in Arizona. However, while Jacob Roloff does a good job on the farm, the older man occasionally needs to be around on the Hillsborough property. Earlier this month, Matt shared how he and his fiancée went out for dinner. As they looked happy, it seemed to put the rumors to rest. Maybe that's why this time she accompanied the LPBW patriarch to cold and miserable Oregon. Sick of hatred, trolls, and nasty assumptions, in late February, when Matt shared a post directing fans to a GoFundMe for a Marine veteran, he tore into critics. At the time, he said, "For all those ugly comments, I'm sorry you don't have the gift of giving regardless of how small or large. Giving is a pleasure, and I'm grateful to those that know how." The TLC show wasn't renewed by the network, and it might never return unless for a wedding special. While Caryn got fed up with the negativity of the show, it seems that Matt Roloff won't tolerate it these days either. So, it's not just the cold weather that makes him grumpy. On Instagram, Caryn Chandler last posted on her profile page years ago. Occasionally posts arrive on her stories, but TLC fans don't always see them. This weekend, she shared a bunch of pictures on stories and wrote, "Life lately, it's been a minute." The post arrived amid rumors that Caryn and Matt Roloff split. However, if they did, then it was temporary. Perhaps she just prefers Arizona weather to bleak Oregon in the winter. However, it's not the first time that LPBW fans accused her of being a gold digger. Those who read Amy Roloff's book seem to be her worst critics. A critic of the Little People, Big World alum, felt that when the stories arrived, they confirmed Matt Roloff's fiancée is a gold digger. The reason, well, they opined on Reddit, G-Digger got brave and posted on social for the first time in what? Years. Wonder if she is trying to get into that influencer? The current speculation on social media also points to many people believing Matt and Caryn are not even a real couple and that they stay together for publicity. However, not everyone is Team Amy, and some of them stepped up to defend Caryn. One fan wrote, "I live in AZ. I've seen them out several times and they do act like a couple. They were sitting together once and were sharing the same side and holding hands. Next, they noted that when seen around town, they act like an ordinary real couple." More LPBW fans argued in favor of Caryn Chandler. Here is another comment. Her reputation isn't terrible. People making false claims and assumptions on Reddit about her and thinking they know everything is what's terrible. She's older. It's not unheard of for older people to not be obsessed with social media. How do you come to the conclusion that her only reason to post a pic with her longtime partner is to become an influencer when she does not need the money at all? Absolutely ridiculous. What do you think? Does Caryn really need to become an influencer? Do you agree that if she was a gold digger, she would surely spend her life posting pics on social media? Let us know in the comments below, and come back here often for all your little people, big world star Matt Roloff might have been pressured to propose to Caryn Chandler after her recent comments and decisions. Since splitting from his ex-wife Amy Roloff, Matt has been in a relationship with Caryn, who was a longtime employee at the Roloff Farms and managed the pumpkin patch before she became Matt's assistant. There were rumors the duo were having an affair before Matt's marriage to Amy crashed. Although both Matt and Caryn deny it, it hasn't helped Caryn's relationship with the Roloff kids, who haven't accepted her as part of the family. Nonetheless, in 2023, Matt and Caryn announced their engagement with plans to get married in 2024. After 6 years of dating the pair, Matt popped the question in their backyard in Arizona. However, specific trends have shown that all might not be well with their wedding plans. First, Caryn refused to live on the Roloff Farms to avoid being reminded of Amy, and she wouldn't agree to have her wedding on the farm. Also, Matt's statement about his feelings towards getting married again and Caryn's hurried moves suggest she might want the marriage more than Matt did. After an episode of Little People Big World Season 25 showed Caryn and Matt disagreeing over what their house should look like as they prepare for their wedding, Caryn sold her Oregon home for $529K. The couple's living arrangements have raised eyebrows since they started dating 7 years ago, with Caryn living separately from Matt. Although Matt and Caryn revealed their big wedding will be happening sometime in 2024, they have yet to pick a specific date, but that didn't stop Caryn from selling off her house, since she is about to become Mrs. Roloff. Caryn's statement about cohabiting in the house that belongs to Matt because they aren't married yet shows how desperately she wants it and how she is using every avenue to pressure Matt. Meanwhile, after their recent spat during an episode of the show and previous comments about not being sure about their marriage plans, it's a bit suspicious that Caryn has rushed off to sell her house after keeping it for the last 7 years. Despite getting a house with the plans of moving in together, Caryn should have at least waited till all of their plans came together before selling her old home. Also, Caryn's son Connor lived in the apartment before it was sold after separating from his ex-girlfriend Ashley Washam. Despite the excitement about their engagement and the anticipation surrounding their wedding, Matt's shocking admission that he might not be totally on board with the idea of getting married again places a massive spotlight on his relationship with Caryn. Matt, speaking to his friend Ty and his ex-wife Amy's husband, Chris Merrick, talked about how petrified he felt about getting married again. Although he doesn't see himself with anybody but Caryn, Matt is concerned about how their relationship might change once they marry, noting, "We both like it and have been married, but do we need to do that exactly?" Matt's honest admission and skepticism called into question his decision to have proposed to Caryn in the first place via People. Since announcing their marriage plans, the couple has shifted the potential date further down the year, which also questions their intentions and commitment to tying the knot. The couple's relationship arrangement has worked for the past 7 years. After Matt's public admission, the idea of walking down the altar might not have entirely been his idea. After revealing his decision to leave the family's Oregon home to his ex-wife Amy, Matt and Caryn enlisted the services of an interior designer to help decorate their new home. However, Caryn and Matt's relocation plans didn't quite go as they expected, as evidenced by their Little People Big World Season 25, Episode 2 disagreement over what the interior of their new house should look like. Matt's idea of putting a large piece of barnwood in his office in the home was met with a comment of, "That's obnoxious," by Caryn. However, the most revealing moment was when Matt explained he wanted them to work together on their new home, to which Caryn replied, "I do look at it that way. We're not married. This is Matt's house that I happen to cohabitate in." Caryn's statement about cohabiting in the house that belongs to Matt because they aren't married yet shows how desperately she wants it, and how she is using every avenue to pressure Matt until it happens. Hopefully, Caryn is doing this because she loves Matt, not because she is a gold digger, as some LPBW fans believe. Little People Big World spoilers reveal that fans have started to think that Caryn Chandler and Matt Roloff may be calling it quits. They have noticed some signs that have them curious about what it is they are doing together now. Let's take a closer look at why fans think that these two are calling it quits. When Matt finally proposed to Caryn, fans were shocked. They dated for so long, and it seemed as if he would never ask her to marry him. He asked her to marry him while Little People Big World was still on the air, and his fans were so happy for him. The couple has gotten a lot of hate since they started dating because a lot of them thought he cheated on Amy Roloff with Caryn. Caryn used to be the manager of the farm, and it just seemed odd how quickly they hooked up after Matt's divorce. It didn't take long for Caryn to show the ring off to Amy, and fans were shocked to see the reaction. Amy has been supportive of Matt and Caryn's relationship and has treated the situation far better than any other ex-wife would. There has been a lot of speculation about Matt and Caryn's relationship since the show ended. There were questions about a TLC wedding special, but no one has really heard more about that. The two of them were going to get married in 2024, but there has been no action on their part. Some fans think that Matt has been delaying the wedding because of Matt's mother and her health. Other fans feel as if they are splitting up, and that is why the wedding has been delayed further. Fans haven't seen the two of them together on social media in quite some time, and this has made them concerned about the status of their relationship. Some are convinced that their relationship is just for the show, and now that the show is over, they don't have to act like they are together anymore. What do you think about Matt and Caryn? Do you think they have called it quits? We will have to wait and see. Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler, stars of the hit reality series Little People Big World, are still together today and going strong. Although the two have yet to get engaged, Matt has made it clear that he definitely plans to propose to his longtime girlfriend in the near future. As for when he's going to propose to Caryn, that's still up in the air. However, Matt mentioned to a fan earlier this season that he's just waiting for the right time, and that he and Caryn are in no hurry to get engaged. For details on Matt and Caryn's relationship today, after Matt posted a series of photos promoting the new season of LPBW in February, a fan questioned whether there would be a new Mrs. Roloff anytime soon. Matt said that an engagement is coming downstream in the near future, so the reality star has every intention of proposing, but they're content with their lives currently. One commenter wrote, "I'm not gonna lie, when I first started reading, it's official. I thought that we were going to finally have a new Mrs. Roloff, hint hint, wink wink," to which Matt responded, "Well, that's coming downstream, I hope, so it looks like Matt has some engagement plans on the horizon." However, the reality star also suggested he didn't want to steal the thunder from his ex-wife Amy Roloff and her fiancé Chris Merrick, who are currently planning their wedding. "We don't want to step on Amy and Chris's excitement, but you never know what might happen next. For now, Caryn and I are living a very happy and our very best life together, enjoying our kids and my grandkids. A wonderful season of life, Matt added to commenter. Although Matt confirmed that he has every intention of marrying Caryn, both stars have made it clear that they're in no rush to run to the altar. They've both mentioned that they're enjoying spending time with their children and grandchildren at the moment, and they aren't in a hurry to tie the knot. When a fan questioned if the two had any plans of getting engaged on a November Instagram post, Caryn responded in the comments that they're enjoying life with no rush. She added, "I promise to let you know if that changes though." Both reality stars' Instagram pages are filled with pictures of their grandchildren, promotions for new episodes of LPBW, and updates on their lives today. Judging by their social media accounts, Matt and Caryn are still going strong. Both stars frequently post pictures of one another on Instagram, often accompanied by sweet, gushy captions about how in love they are today. Happy birthday to a strong, intelligent, loving, and confident woman. I hope your day is full of all the blessings you deserve, Matt wrote on a March 15th picture of the two together. Meanwhile, Caryn gave Matt a shout-out in February after she had surgery on her foot. "Huge thanks to Matt for being there to support me and help me recover." The reality star wrote on Instagram, "Little People, Big World just debuted on TLC, and fans know there is plenty of drama on the way." The first episode of season 24 focused a great deal on Tori Roloff and her husband Zach Roloff welcoming their third child. Viewers know that things have been tense for a while between Zach and his father Matt Roloff, and Matt's girlfriend Caryn Chandler often ends up in the middle of these tensions. According to a new report, Chandler may have reached her breaking point, at least when it comes to navigating these tensions in front of television cameras. According to The Sun, Caryn is completely done with doing Little People, Big World. Granted, at this stage, it is not known whether the family and the network will move forward on filming another season. Apparently, Matt recently told Farm Visitors there had not yet been any solid discussions on doing another season. However, he is said to want to continue. While Matt seems game to continue, his partner reportedly is not interested. She thinks there are too many disagreements with what they want to say and do on air, and too much family drama, a source told the outlet. In addition, she feels as though she's the one always caught in the middle trying to mediate. Chandler reportedly knows all the drama helps the Little People, Big World ratings, but she doesn't want to be involved any longer. Chandler was said to have enjoyed being involved with the show in earlier seasons, and fans know she was the farm manager prior to becoming romantically INV.